Well, it's not a restaurant, but they still serve nearly 2,000 meals a day year-round. Our city is so lucky to have a very strong Nashville Rescue Mission here in town. Cliff Tredway has been on the staff there for a number of years, and we've seen it evolve into such a crucial safety net for so many of the needy folks in our city. Thanks so much for being with us
today. Thanks for having me.
You've got an Easter campaign going on right now that we want to share with people because we believe in this mission.
You know, the Easter story, it's perception versus reality at the Rescue Mission. I mean, you think of the dark, dangerous, depressed, those words come to mind when you arrive there, but after you leave, it's hope and optimism and reconciliation and just big words. And that Easter story of resurrection, this is the day, you know, we get to talk about it, but it happens every single day at the Rescue Mission.
And you're lucky enough to not only to have experienced it in your own life, but to get to be a part of it for the men and women and children who come through there each day.
I tell you, and I'm the guy that's responsible for all the mail and the mailboxes, and some, you know, people get mad sometimes, but you know, if you had the story to tell that I do, you know, you would want to hand deliver those messages to each mailbox.
Definitely. All right, so if we want to help out during this Easter season, $2.26 will buy a meal for a homeless person.
Absolutely. It's the best investment in the world. I mean, you give a person a meal because they're hungry, and you know, that $2.26 would be the first step into changing somebody's life. You don't get that kind of return in the stock market.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Tell me about some of the programs that are going on at the Mission, because it's so much more than meals and lodging. You're really helping to facilitate change.
Absolutely. I mean, the biggest numbers that we deal with are food and shelter. I mean, we served over 600,000 meals last year, but that's not why we're here. I mean, that's a goodwill gesture on our part to get a person in off the street so we can talk to them and get to know them. So they come in hungry, and it's kind of bait and switch. You know, they get their meal and they run into God. You know, we often say that all we really provide at the Rescue Mission is a platform for a person needing help and God to get together and take care of business.
And it just starts with a meal.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You have a Family Life Center that's really been so helpful to women and children. We've got some video of that. Tell us about the programs.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, every time the Rescue Mission has seen the need, it's moved. I mean, when we moved in the old Sears building, it's the same situation here. Women and children are up 32% in the last 24 months. And so we kicked off this capital campaign just as the economy, you know, bottomed out. And so the facility's done. We're still figuring out how to pay for it.
Sure.
But you know, after it's all said and done, we'll go from 80 beds to nearly 300 beds to be able to take care of women and children.
Wow. And I guess a lot of folks probably don't know that you don't get any taxpayer money to help fund the mission.
Right. You know, government plans come and government plans go. And you know, 56 years. In fact, March 16th, we turned 56 years old. And our founders way back when, you know, said we would never take a dime from the government. And the fact that we haven't for 56 years, there's not many organizations that can say they stay true to their mission statement.
Definitely, definitely. Well, it's a great cause all year long. Now is a terrific time to give. Cliff, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it. If you'd like to find out more, we are partnering with the Nashville Rescue Mission. We want to remind you that the big Easter dinner is just a couple of days away. It costs just $2.26 for a hot meal for someone in need, and you can donate online at our website, newschannel5.com.